one of the biggest weaknesses of humans is impatience.
What is real satisfaction? When you are having this self-respect, when you have a good body, well-maintained health.
When somebody's watching porn the whole day, he will become more stupid.
And becoming a vegetarian.
If I had to do it my most productive day of my life from the potential I see in myself, right now I'm doing maybe 30-40%.
Last time I woke up at 4:20, it was like, I slept like 4 hours, maybe 3 hours.
What?
Yeah.
You know this, on Instagram, I guess you saw it, it says, once you enter the path, there's no leaving the path.
Yeah.
You saw this video? And
there's no end.
There's no end. And I was always laughing about this, like they show this meme or joke. It's true, right? Like once you start doing these tools, we always talk about no fat, fasting, all that stuff. Yeah. Once you start doing it, you cannot stop doing it, and you get more radical in what you do, and you do it more and more, and you want to discover more, and you get more obsessed with the idea of improving, because you see that it really works and it does something to your life.
Sometimes you get upset too, so it's normal to relapse sometimes. When it started for you? When was it? Do you remember the exact point?
Improving?
Exact point when you went to this journey, you started this journey. Do you remember?
I can remember I started very early, in young age. I think this is from humans. Some humans just are like this. They love to experiment, and you see it from young age normally. This is when you know somebody really wants to learn and improve in life. And this is normally how you see that somebody comes for a mission, for a bigger goal. That's how you can recognize people, actually. So it started early, but when I started being radical in it was when I really noticed, when I used to drink and go party and really waste my time, and when there was this big up, I started, what am I doing? Like, I need to start. And then you start with small things, right?
Yeah.
You hear from somebody no fab, you hear about somebody about no fab, and you start trying, and you start seeing results, and then you get more and more into it, right? So how's it for you?
I was trying to quit smoking for a long time.
Yeah.
Then at some point I just did it one day. I just look at the box of cigarette. I just dropped it, and that's it. That's how it started, I guess, because after, I remember I stopped drinking, I stopped partying. Sometimes maybe where I could go with my friends, but it was making less and less sense because I wasn't drinking. I couldn't stay at the party place. Usually when people drink, they have other engine inside of them that drives them to have party until the morning.
You cannot connect. I noticed that many times.
You cannot. So I was seeing more and more improvement. But here in Dubai, my lifestyle totally changed. I met you. We started discussing. I met more people who does many disciplines. So I was doing a lot of different techniques. Like even it get to the point where I was doing Kegel exercises, some yoga stuff, breath work, pranayama, all kinds of stuff. So, but today I want to discuss with you, and I hope it will maybe help us to grow more. I wanted to talk about self-reflection, because usually this kind of thing happens when you're disciplined for a long time, and at some point you're in your room at 2:00 at night. You are like in the middle of doing all this discipline like for months or maybe almost a year. You think, okay, I'm a little bit tired, and I didn't go to sleep early enough to wake up early as my discipline schedule was saying. What all this is about? Like, why am I doing this? Why am I torturing myself? Is there a point that I will get? Is there like ultimate point when I will find out the meaning, or at least I will be satisfied? And what is satisfaction is about? Like, because at this point, what I'm doing is I'm saying no to everything. Yeah.
That is giving you pleasure.
I'm sacrificing my pleasure, everything. Everybody have fun. Everybody go to party, and I don't drink what I want, don't eat what I want. What is all about that? Like, what is the goal? Why we're doing it? And this is important to understand that it's not a doubt what creeps in. This is self-reflection, what happens. And it's very deep and very spiritual stuff, actually. So what you're doing, you're saying no to mundane small things, and you're saying yes to higher, more important stuff, which will give you real satisfaction. Like, what is real satisfaction? When you are having this self-esteem, self-respect, when you have a good body, well-maintained health.
Yeah. Do you know Andrew Huberman? You probably heard about him. He's like a biologist, but he reads and talks deeply about psychology. And he's talking about this feeling of satisfaction, how it's created in the brain.
Okay.
He talks about the chemical process in your brain. And he said one characteristic of this, there's a specific hormones, not dopamine, it was a different one. I don't know if it was serotonin or norepinephrine and all these different hormones. He says one of their characteristics is they get activated in the brain, and they found this out recently, when you tell you something, you want to do something, and you achieve it. Every time you achieve something, your brain automatically releases these hormones that make you happy, which rewards you, right? Your brain telling you that's good, so you do it again. So, and this changed the whole things about our perception about the world, because this shows us now that our brain is working not against us, it's working for us. Our brain wants us to succeed. But what the brain doesn't know is when we give this dopamine and all this fake from toxic things, from masturbating, from eating too much, from food. This is why we have these tools that we are using to get real dopamine, real satisfaction. And nowadays people are so, man, if you look around nowadays, it's hard for you to find someone that is still like
someone real,
getting his dopamine on a real level. Everybody's smoking, everybody's drinking, everybody's on drugs, people are partying, music also. Music, by the way, we'll talk about it. Music is also a big one. Music can be a drug, too much. If it's balanced, is a different topic. Anyhow, music
is a noise.
Music is a noise.
Actually,
music is a drug.
Sometimes it's a noise because you just put there just to put it there. You know, you don't listen to that music. It's just like on the background.
But it's a distraction. You don't need distraction. What I do is sometimes when I work, I put this rainforest music or like raindrops to this helps you relax. This is different. This is a melody. It helps you relaxing and working. But I mean like music, like sound or rap or pop or whatever. This is distraction, and also why you want to listen to music, because also it gives you this dopamine and all that stuff, right? So this is all fake, and everybody is on this fake drugs. These are all kind of drugs. And then how many people you see really only trying to avoid this distraction, only go for fasting, no fap, gym, which gives you also real dopamine, cold, what you do also, ice baths give you real norepinephrine and serotonin. Sauna gives you that. Everything that is hard for you, everything that is hard or a challenge will give you this. So our brain is telling us this is what you have to do.
Everything hard achieving that's where the real satisfaction is. So you need to push yourself more to do hard stuff. And by the way, you create more brain cells when you think about hard stuff, complicated stuff. You do calculations.
That's true.
You do counting.
The neurons connect and you get
read
smarter.
Books, you know. You get smarter. You have new brain cells.
And when somebody's watching porn the whole day, he will become more stupid.
You're becoming a vegetable. I know you don't like vegetables.
I don't like that.
We actually in Russia, people say about people who don't have brains are stupid. They say you're a vegetable.
That makes sense, you see.
Actually, people say some really deep stuff. Sometimes they use in languages, but they don't know where they come from.
It comes from far.
Because it comes from wisdom.
Vegetables used to be a peasant food. If you look in history and knights, and at this time the kings, they would always eat the meat, the steak. This is true. And they would give the potatoes to the peasants because it's cheap, right? This is actually true history. Vegetables used to be peasant food. Plants used to be potatoes.
What you eat, you become, right?
Bread used to be, I mean, look at a cow; it's huge, it's full of muscles, and then look at a potato. Like,
what if you eat a lot of fruits? You will become a pineapple, or what? This is getting really ridiculous.
Man, this is
Let's
silly
continue
topic.
Serious topic.
The quality just went down by you saying. Why did you say that?
I just want to make a little bit.
So the
laughter
point
in our
is,
topic.
to come back to the topic, everybody is addicted to fake dopamine. This is why people, because fake dopamine, and I thought about this on a spiritual level. What is fake dopamine? Fake dopamine is you listening to the demons inside of you, because it's true. We have the demons, we have the angel. It's true. And this is also something in old movies, even you can see it in animations. You can see it always this, and even in the Bible and in the Islam, they're talking about it. There's a bad verse in every religion, they're talking about this. So the demon comes to you. He says, look, I will give you real pleasure. And he's whispering in your ear. He says, look, I will, but he's lying to you. He's not lying. He's just saying half the story.
And giving small pleasures, I think.
And he says, exactly. He says, I will give you the pleasure. Just listen to me. Do this one drug. Do this, do that. I will give you pleasure. I promise you.
Yeah.
But what he doesn't tell you is he will give you the pleasure, as he promised. But the day after, he will take it back. Plus, he will take a little bit also from your baseline energy. And you feel, is your normal happiness. You got the drug, you feel amazing. Now, the next day, you crash way below you. So he takes the energy he gave you, plus from your own energy.
That's a great point. I never thought about
this. This is what the devil does.
So what do you think biologically happens to you when you go for these dopamine hits, these shallow pleasures? What do you think biologically happens if they take your energy? How it works? So naturally, we are structured in a way, so we need to get to we need to achieve something doing the hard work. That's our real self.
This is what is meant for us. Exactly. A full potential.
But how? Why it works like that? I mean, from biological point of view, why do you think it works like that?
If you ask me about this, I think one of the biggest weaknesses of humans is impatience, not having enough patience. That means we want to achieve things fast. If you see the biggest kingdoms in human history and you study them, I was reading this in the 48 Laws of Power of Robert Greene. He talks a lot about history also in this book. One of the most important things, key things, is patience. The biggest kingdoms that lost their power in maybe within a year, after being a big kingdom of 500 years, they lost it in only 1 year because they were impatient. All of a sudden, the ego goes up. They want to get more. They want to become more powerful. They want to make it fast. I want to become king of the world right now. And they lose everything that they built over 500 years. So the biggest thing is impatient. And this is why we tend to go for quick pleasure. Always, the human brain, this is how it tricks us. We want to go for, not short term, but we want to go for fast pleasure. This is why we switch up fruits against Kentucky. We switch up fasting against eating a lot. We switch up no fap, real love against chemical porn.
Lust.
Because porn gives us immediately, I want love, I get it right now. Our brain doesn't know the difference. Right? But our soul knows the difference.
So we need more space. I guess because we are expanding all of the time, our soul is expanding. We need more space. So the patience will give more space to you to free and make a lot of new space for progress.
Space and time,
basically. Right?
I think.
And if you don't do that in the right time, what will happen? You will be depressed from outer world. So always there's a fight between outer and inner world. So compression is your natural state. When you go inside and you explore and you find all the answers inside, because basically that's where the answers are. All of the answers are inside. As in the Bible says, the kingdom of God is within yourself. So instead of, that's when the problem starts. People, instead of going internal and finding out answers inside of them, they go usually out of the world. They find these quick pleasures and indulgence, and they lose themselves. They become depressed because it's not their origin. Their origin is to be compressed all of the time. That's why I think that biologically happens when you hear the demons instead of angels. Angels give you the hard way, and that's what was happening to me. And I asked, okay, so what happens if I get there? If I get to the point where I'm satisfied, let's say, will I lose motivation to do more? What will happen?
I love this question, man. This is the main thing, and here's the point.
That's a fear.
That's the thing. Do you have the two ways, right? You get your dopamine from the good way, that is meant for you, hard way, or you get your dopamine from the weak way, from the evil way. Now here's the point, man. What I noticed recently, when I do it with the hard way, it will motivate me further. It will make me excited for the next step. It will give me more energy. When you take the dopamine on the short way, it will take your full energy, it will pull you down, and it will keep you in a dark place that you cannot recover from very fast. And the problem is, once you are there, now you have less energy to go the hard way. Now it's way harder for you. And it gets harder and harder. And at some point, you're on full-on drugs, you're masturbating 10 times per day, and now you're on a place that you cannot change anymore.
Yeah. And the good part is actually when you get there, let's say you do semi-retention or fasting for a long time, like for 1 year, you will totally change and it will become your new identity. So you will not fight that much. So the question, will it get easier or not? No, it's not getting easier. It's just you getting more strong.
You get more strong.
You get more strong, but it's not getting so 3-day fasting, you will still feel the hunger.
Yeah, it's still hard.
Still,
but you get used to it. Yeah,
you get used to it. You become stronger.
You adapt to it. Yeah,
you adapt to it. So we're not saying it's gonna get easier.
No,
definitely. But you will be satisfied. You will have self-respect. You will be much stronger.
Yeah.
So expect that. That's what satisfaction really means, and you will have a lot of more motivation because you expand yourself. Okay, you have a lot of space now, and actually, it's getting like that space is now limitless.
It is limitless
when you get there, but I'm not there yet. So I'm planning to get there during this 1 year. I'm already like 2.5 months of semen retention. No porn, nothing, no sex, just purely
1 year is like
1 year.
Crazy, really.
That's actually the point, the satisfaction point. I really want to get there, and I think during this time I will have some self-reflection moments, some truly struggling moments, urging moments.
And the devil will try to get you.
Yeah.
And this is the beginning. I can remember my most was 6 months. I told you the most I could do was 6 months. It was a long time ago. It was in Germany, actually. The devil will get you at some point. But if you really, your soul is ready, then of course, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But at some point, it will be very hard, especially for me, it was like, because I had 6 months in my mind, exactly at this 6 times period, the test started. All of a sudden, every girl comes to you. All of that.
What months?
For me, at the 5th, 6th months, it started getting crazy. Yeah. If you put 1 year in your head, in the 11th month, it will start. Or sometimes even before, and it will get.
So the devil knows when to attack. Exactly.
Man, the devil knows, and it catches you in your weakest point. It will not wait for you when you're ready. No, it will get you when you are depressed. You had a bad day at job. You have a fight with your, I don't know, mom or whoever. You come home. You're in your lowest, and then he will attack you. And this is how the devil gets us every day, because
the devil is very smart.
There's a Persian quote. It's, the devil is a philosopher. Because he knows, he thinks, okay, when he's smart, I have to catch him when he's weak.
Actually, there's a story about heaven's war back in the days when Lucifer and Archangel Michael were fighting on the earth, actually on the sky.
Yes.
It was a fight for 500 years, I think. It says in ancient books. And people think that Lucifer was fighting against Michael. But Lucifer wasn't fighting at any side. He was just observing to both sides and putting these seeds of doubt in every.
He was putting doubt, yeah.
Okay? He was just observing.
Yeah.
But Michael was fighting truly. He was
just provocating.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about Lucifer, about the devil. They know how exactly to manipulate.
Yeah, they know. So, they make you doing the bad stuff. They don't do the bad stuff. They just put the little tools to take you to the bad stuff.
But listen, I want to empower you. If you are walking with God, no devil, no Lucifer, no one can fuck with you. Believe me. And it says in the Bible, even though you walk in the shadow, in the shadow of death, fear no evil, because you're with God.
You're with God.
Okay? Yeah. So if you are spiritual enough person, you pray to God, you are doing good stuff, all of the times, you're progressing, you are positive, then no devil will fuck with you. Believe me, it will not happen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Next question you ask actually after, okay, I'm satisfied.
Actually,
with my
about the
life
thing
and
you said
everything.
about God, well, I just remembered the most repeated phrase in the Bible.
Yeah.
Do not fear.
Do not fear.
Do not fear is the most repeated phrase. Do not fear. Yeah.
Actually, it commands. That's the thing.
It commands. Do not fear.
Yes. Do
I'm
not
with
fear.
you.
It doesn't
Not
say,
fear.
try to not fear. Or something.
Fear is not good.
Yeah,
No, it says do not fear.
Do not fear. Like
do not.
And even when Jesus was doing magics, he wasn't saying, he wasn't doing some magical stuff. Okay, when he told this guy to walk when he couldn't all his life, he just said, just stand up and walk.
Yeah.
I get it. Because the level of belief was so much that he is one with God, that God do this magic through him. And by the way, Jesus wasn't the only person in the Bible that was doing magics.
Yeah, most prophets did it actually. Yeah.
Even his his
followers, or call it as you want. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
The people that were close to him always. Yeah.
They were also doing magic.
Yeah.
After his death, in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus, they were doing.
So it's just your belief level is so high. You just know that it can happen.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty much. He takes this little prison, because we all have this trap in our head that this is not possible. He just took it away. He said, "You can walk now. Walk." Yeah. He didn't do magic or anything. He just opened this trap of his mind that, I cannot walk.
He knew that all possibilities are here in the now, and he just sees that it can happen now. Why not?
It can happen, yeah.
And it happens. That's how he was seeing the magic, but it's actually not a magic. And about the magic, I have this quote, which caught me the other day. It says, so many people want that their problems go away with the magic, but at the same time keep not believing in magic. That can happen.
Good one.
Okay.
Good one.
So you're trying to get this magical pill at the same time not believing in magic. That can happen.
That's deep.
And how it will happen. So it's paradoxical how people think. It's about the mindset again.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a good one.
So the last question I was asking, okay, so usually when it comes to the point when you're satisfied with yourself, the self thing goes away. It stays only the unity with everything. You are becoming more whole, more united with the creation. What usually happens, you want to serve to other people. You want to give this knowledge to everyone. You want to be example. So I asked, what if I don't want to do it? Is it necessary? Is it like must that I need to be this mentor, coach, teacher, preacher? Is it a must? But no, actually, not all men does that. Not all people does that. You can get there, become whole, and just live your life as a real man, as a stone, as a mountain, unbreakable, unbeatable.
This is a whole goal, to be. And there's one tool, good that you mentioned that. I was just thinking about this one tool. I told you I'm going more into darker tools than fasting, all that stuff. This is like, because these things are more physical. They torture you physically.
Yeah.
I found the strongest way for the mentally torture.
Okay.
To learn. I call it torture because it's hard at the beginning. And there are two. One of them is a mind experiment that anyone can do for themselves. So you sit down, you can do it with a fear, you can do it with something that makes you nervous or whatever, but fears are good. You sit down somewhere quiet, you close your eyes, okay. You do first some meditation, you get your body relaxed, and then you start the mind experiment. You imagine your biggest fear. What scares you the most? I don't know. For everyone is different. Maybe somebody to losing their parents, for somebody maybe anything, can be anything, losing all their money for rich people maybe, but you have to really sit down and truly see it in your mind, like it's cinema. You truly see it and you watch your emotions, and if you really do it in your head, you will notice how your heart starts beating, you get sweaty if you really do it deeply in your head. Okay, fully.
So you get to your trauma or what?
Yeah, and then you heal it. Okay, this is the first step. You get to your trauma, And then you say to yourself, no, now I do that again. And now I watch my feelings and I watch it as a neutral, and this is how they call it, neutral observer. Now it's just cinema. Now I'm just seeing it, but everything that happens on this earth happens for a reason. And I have to become on a mental level that I accept everything. Because if I can imagine it, it means it's part of reality. This is what God wants. This is part of life. I have to accept it. And this is a next level. Because if it's your biggest fear, if you really take your biggest fear, then it will hurt. And I will guarantee you 99% of people will not be able to complete this experiment. They will not be able to.
It's very powerful.
Bro, this one is strong. And some people, they will find themselves like burning and like this. They cannot finish it. So I was doing that. And the second one is actually you take a mirror, okay? You look in the mirror. This one is not that deeply, but this also mentally. You look deep into the mirror, into your own eyes, first for, this one is also dark. You look first 2-3 minutes, nothing. Just you look deeply into your eyes, very close to the mirror. You look to yourself. First, what will happen in the first 2-3 minutes is you start seeing yourself, your face, and you don't recognize yourself. This is the first thing that will happen. That you're like, you see the face, you're like, is this me? Who's this? Like you have a different person. Okay? 2-3 minutes just in your eyes. And then you start the experiment. And this one's also fucked up. First, you imagine you are the best. You see in your eyes, you say, I'm the best. And you imagine every triumph victory you had in your life. Oh, I achieved this. This time I was very confident. This time I closed my biggest deal. I did this. Any biggest moment in your life you had. Anything. Okay, like this. You're telling yourself, you're talking to yourself. And then you smash, you crush yourself. And then you do the opposite. Everything that was bad about you. This practice is to become selfless. Because in every religion, what they tell you, the ego must go for you to grow. You need to smash, you need to crush everything inside of you that is vulnerable. You have to fully crush it and destroy it for you to be able to grow. So you start insulting yourself. And some people might be, this is too extreme. But bro, this will take you to a different level.
This is interesting.
This will crush you. Your ego, you will see like, your ego is like, no, why are you doing this? No, you're good. No, you said it. But the things that are true, you don't lie. You say, okay, last week, I don't know, I was mean to this, so my character is very weak. You said, you look deep into your eyes, my character is very weak. I failed last week, I did this. 2 weeks ago, I did this. I fucking lied to my mom. And you go on everything that comes into your mind, true things. What is bad about you? And you try to keep it very raw, and you crush your self-image. And you have one positive. Sometimes also you can start with the negative one, and the positive stays more in your head if this is too hard for you. After this practice, I noticed I did it. I was full sweating, and bro, this is very intense. I'm talking like it's nothing. This is intense, man. This is intense, man. Some people start like some people get very emotional. This is intense stuff. This is like dark tools to do. After this, anyone can come to you, insult you, your family, anyone, and you will already notice you don't care because you crushed yourself already. Nobody can do it now for you. You're there like a stone. You don't give a shit anymore. Somebody can tell you, oh, you're so smart. Okay, thank you. Somebody can tell you, you're an idiot. What the fuck? Okay, thank you.
If you understand it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Because all of this is in your head.
Yeah.
It's noise. It doesn't matter. Because you trained yourself.
But what matters?
What matters is your goal to become a good human. I was reading the Stoic book. I told you the Stoic book I'm reading. It says the goal of Stoicism is to be a good human, to live good for other humans, and to find your goal and mission on this earth. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
To improve. Improvement this is if I have to say the one word, improvement. It's the only thing.
It's a nice topic. Very powerful.
It's deep topic, man. Very deep. Yeah.
So let's get back to the self-reflection. More undark stuff. This is really dark. More mild ways of doing it.
For the people that don't want to crush themselves.
Yeah, you don't need to crush yourself necessarily.
No,
you can just ask
need.
questions.
This is for the radical people that want to take it to the max level, you know?
Ilya likes doing radical things just for experiments.
This is for psychopaths. Like me. This is definitely not for anyone. I told you, 90% of people will not.
Some people relate. Some people get something from it, and some people will try.
This is to see really your dark self, to meet your dark self. If you're not ready for it, don't do it.
You know, when I was asking you when your journey started, I also was thinking like, okay, actually, it didn't started there. Yeah, maybe the journey started of transforming at that point, but actually there was a point of your trauma that happened maybe in your childhood. I remember exactly. I was at the moment that I stopped progressing in a way, not doing maximum, not being disciplined for 100%. I was like 60, 70% out of my capabilities. I remember it was like I was in sixth grade in school, and at that moment we were like preparing to move to America from Armenia, and my brother was in America with my father. I was with my mom, and at that point, I was like waiting when we will go there. So I wasn't going to school that much. I wasn't learning that much, and I wasn't performing for 100%. And that's the moment that I liked myself. I betrayed my soul. That's the point. And I remember I'm trying to recover from that till this moment. Now every day putting 100% of my effort is the main goal, because of that thing happened to me back then. Because back then I could perform much better.
Yeah, but you didn't.
So you see?
Same, man. In school, I could have done way more. This is so sad. But we learned from this
and
now.
It affected on all the aspects of my life, not in school only. I started doing bad in sports also.
Yeah, it affects everything. And if you lose discipline, oh man, this is also very important. If you lose discipline in one section of your life, you will lose discipline everywhere, and you will just go down. And it happened to me too. Same. School started, and then I stopped going to the gym. I started doing drugs, and then it's like effect. It goes like this. Yeah,
it's like a domino. Fill all the gaps. That's the thing about this shallow getting to all these shallow pleasures or these dopamine hits, easy way. So when you do it, you don't fill these all gaps, and you don't get there with the difficult way, and you will not actually understand how the structure works really, to get to the simple way. What we're trying to do with getting these easy pleasures, we want to make things simple, because we know it can be simple. Okay, ideally it can be simple if you know how to do it. Just remember, anytime you're doing hard tasks, at some point when you knew how to do it, it becomes simple, right?
Yeah.
Like when I was doing this juggling stuff, when you throw like 6 objects into the air, you should calculate everything in your brain, like at 1 second, like, oh, okay, what strength I put here to throw to this height and this direction.
First, it's very hard.
So it's physics, mathematics everywhere happening at the same time. It was hard. When you first do it, you don't know how to do it. You do it thousands of times. So you go with a difficult way. Then when at some point it happens, you understand how it works. You do it every time. It becomes simple. You don't put that much effort, power.
Yeah, that's simple. Yeah.
So the idea is to do the difficult, to make it simple.
So the simplicity is there the whole time. You just need to pull it out. You need to find it.
Simplicity is the goal, but in order to get to the simple, you need to do the difficult way first.
And all the pleasure comes when it starts getting easy.
Yeah.
And everybody sees you as a master, having 6 objects. And they're like, how is he doing this? But for you, it's easy now. Right?
People, it's stupid. They think it's talent. It's not a talent.
Nothing is talent.
Nothing.
I don't believe nothing. You can learn anything.
Yeah.
Some people have.
And if you have a gift, let's say.
So yeah, some people have gifts.
If you have gift, it's not for you. It's for other people.
Yeah.
You should share.
Yeah. It's not.
Okay. It's not for you. People are stupid thinking talent is mine. I'm gifted.
No.
That's
you got this
ridiculous.
Gift to give it to other people, to share it.
Yeah. And that's when your talent will become your best skill, your most powerful skill, when you share. And anything you share, when we do these disciplines, when we want to get to our best selves, the only point when we will be also very satisfied, not as the ones that we became the ones that are sharing this knowledge with other people. Only that's when you will grow even more from that point.
Man, I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest.
Okay.
100% honest in front of the camera.
All right. Let's do it.
You need to be, and then I can also answer. if you want.
Mm.
If 100% is your potential, okay?
Okay.
100% is the full potential you can give from knowing yourself and from your past and everything you know that you're capable of doing. How much percentage of energy and potential are you actually putting right now daily?
A lot. I mean, I'm putting a lot, but
100%, I think for nobody is possible. 100% you're a prophet. But how much, like, would you say, if you have to give the number, how much are you putting right now? 100% means you're not wasting 1 second.
70. The other day, this guy answered me also 70%.
70%.
I asked him, like, what do you think? On which level are you now? If from 1 to 10, he said 7. And I was thinking
7.
Same number.
He said 7?
He said 7 from 10. Like
7 from 10. Okay, I thought from 100. Okay,
yes. So 70 basically.
But 70
I think a lot of people will think, first of all, it's like 70.
But I would say, I think most people, this is why I'm asking you, because most people will tell them, I'm not talking about you, most people, they will tell themselves way higher than they are. Because it's a human trait that we always look ourselves more. We always think we are doing more than we are actually. And if we go in the bird perspective, we see that actually we are not doing as much as we can.
Yeah.
Compared to other people, yes, we are doing a lot. But for the potential you have and I have, we could do 10 times more. So I was just thinking about myself. If you would ask me this, I would say, first I would also think like 70, 80. But then I was going through my head and I was like, okay, what could I do more during the day? If I had to design my perfect day, most productive day of my life, what else could I do? And I was like, fuck, I could do more meditation. Sometimes I skip it. I could do more going and doing grounding. I could do more praying. I could do more. And then I was like, there's so many things I skip sometimes. If I had to do it my most productive day of my life from the potential I see in myself, right now I'm doing maybe 30, 40%. And I'm a disciplined guy. And I see myself as...
Listen, sometimes we do even 10%. Some days I don't want to do anything. Yeah. You know, like every Sunday I rest, to be honest.
No, that's okay. We are not talking about... We are talking about average day, not about Sundays. You have to rest someday. Sometimes you have to rest.
I think we're doing 70, 80%. Most of the people who are disciplined,
70 is very good. You're using 70% of your day fully. Are you sure? This would put you in 1% of the people. 70 is very strong.
70. I mean, I wake up lately at 4 or 5 a.m. I do a lot of things.
You wake up 4 or 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
4 a.m.?
Yeah. Like 4:20, okay. Yeah, already. And it's so good. You get a boost of this serotonin in the morning.
How do you wake up at 4 a.m.? Do you even sleep?
That much. I don't sleep that much.
What time do you go to sleep?
Last time I woke up at 4:20, it was like I slept like 4 hours, maybe 3 hours.
What?
Yeah.
You're fine?
Yeah, I'm fine. Maybe during the day you will nap like for 20 minutes and that's
it. Yeah, you can take a little.
That's it.
That's okay.
But I do so many things during the morning. So many breath works. I do chi energy, controlling and exercising. I do exercise. I do stretching. I do meditation. I sit in the silence.
But bro, 70% means 70%
I go
of the day.
Pool. Yeah.
Not only the morning.
I do a lot of job in my work. At my work, I do a lot of job. I mean, all day doing different stuff. Calls.
So let's say from 10 hours, you're saying that 7 hours you're fully maximum you're giving, maximum energy you're sweating you're giving, and then 3 hours is like...
and at the same time, you're not that tense. That's the thing. You need to relax when you do even 70, 80%. Even when you will get to 100%, you can do hard stuff more relaxed. Believe me.
It's not about stress. It's about the maximum of what you can give.
Actually, you can give more if you are more relaxed, more calm. Whatever you do.
This I agree with you. But this is not my focus. I agree with you. You need to. If you do stress, you will lose more, 100%. But what I'm saying, there's a difference between doing a call, hey, how are you doing? Like a sales call, hey, how are you doing? And so, or making, hey, I hope you have the best day. How are you doing? Are you 70% full maximum?
No, you cannot do it.
This is the thing.
You cannot do 70, 80%, even maybe 50% most of the times. You will try at least. But average, I think people does maybe 20, 30%.
Average 20, 30%, yeah.
Because at that high level, you will fucking
collapse. This is how I measure it. Because if I see myself from 100% of my potential, I'm not talking about
If
everything.
you do 100%, bro,
100% of potential nobody can
you're
reach.
saying about effort in everything.
I'm saying about
right?
effort and what you give from the energy you have, because for
Yeah.
everybody is different. I would say most people are at 20%, 30. If you do 50%, you are in the 1% of people.
Of course.
Because nobody can.
course,
It's like the movie
definitely.
Limitless.
Definitely. Yeah.
Limitless. I saw the movie. Very amazing.
Yeah.
You cannot do 100%. If you reach 100%, you become a superhuman. 70, 80%, you're already, like, think about this pill. 70, 80%, nobody really reaches. 70, 80% is profit level.
You need to have a balance.
100% is God.
50%, I think that's the ultimate.
50%
You need
is
to have
ultimate. Yeah.
You need to have a balance.
50% is good. Like,
Rest and work.
50%
Rest and
is
work
balance,
all the
yeah.
time. Balance.
70, 80% is limitless. Literally.
You can.
We cannot.
But at some point, one day you will need day off. If
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
6 days, 70%,
You need a day off. Yeah.
One day off. Just
No,
die.
you can. You cannot. I agree with you. I tried a long time of my life to keep this, and then I noticed, okay, I'm still doing it 7 days per week, but now it got 40, 50%.
Efficiency also loses.
Yeah,
Efficiency rate goes down.
You need at least 1 day full recovery. You need it if you work on
Or
high.
you can do 50-50. Rest, work, rest.
This works.
Like I'm doing in at my workout.
Hmm.
I just go, I just do exercise, I rest 1 minute. I do next exercise. At the same time, you and rest.
Yeah, of course.
And you don't push yourself that much doing exercise after each after one another, and then rest for a longer period. So you do like one exercise, you rest 1 minute, and at the end you understand that you are more efficient. You finished your workout much earlier.
Yeah. For me, what I found out, I think also this depends. Some people need it during the day. For me, the best way I found is I work hard 5 to 6 days, hard, fully. I try 40, 50%, which is high. And then 1 day, I maybe give 10, 20%, and the rest I try to fully recover. And this, for me personally, this works the best. I need a day at least.
I think we talked about this topic before in one of our podcasts.
No, but that was about discipline. I keep my discipline.
That's about discipline.
I'm talking about recovery, not discipline.
Yeah.
I'm still disciplined.
Yeah.
Okay. But I give myself time to recover. I sleep more on 1 day. Other days, always I wake up 6 or 5:30. But this 1 day, I allow myself to sleep more, which is recovery. It's not, I'm disciplined. I can wake up 6 a.m. every day. But I know I need this for my brain, for my body, so I can perform on Monday again. This is why I do it.
Yeah. We talked about different things.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah. It was more about like even the days when you feel low, you still do something. That's also a discipline.
It is, yeah.
Because it's harder. And you feel not that well and you still do it. It's the harder. I think it's much harder to stay at least on 20% than today in days when you feel good and you go for 50%. So again, stay where you on your path. Do your best, no matter how much you get. When we say like 50%, you should do it. Keep the balance.
Balance, yeah, you need balance, 100%.
Sometimes it's hard, and even if you do 10%, is okay, man.
Yeah,
just keep doing it.
Yeah,
don't stop.
Just don't stop. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If you lose energy, do it slow, do it relaxed, but don't just stop fully. This is the main point. Yeah. So I think we summarized it very good, and we talked about some very good stuff.
It was crazy.
Today was very intense. Yeah.
I liked it very much.
That was good. Yeah.